let's move to our hometown team, the Chicago Bears. Their season came up short. We lost to the Rams. It'd be nice for us to lose to the team that wins the Super Bowl. I'd feel better about that. But would you consider this season a success for your hometown, for your team, your favorite team?
Yeah, I think you're gonna definitely consider this a success. You as a Bears fan, you're overjoyed by how the season went and how successful, even despite so many um, short odds that you were faced with in these games. But that is unfortunately met with the overarching issue that is the Rams game and how winnable that game was.
Very winnable. We
Uh,
could have blew them out if we just
could have
got our
blew
shit
them out.
together.
Yeah, if we I think we could have did a better job of establishing the run game in that game, but we should have won in the end. I mean, the fourth and long Hail Mary throw was amazing, but we shouldn't have even been in that situation.
No, we shouldn't have.
I forget the Luther Burden. Luther Burden does a post route and he's wide open. He ball hits him in his hand. Might as well be a frozen ice ball that hits him in the hand and drops it. That would have been 1st and 10 on the goal line. I mean, there's so many different ways that that game could have went. But it wasn't written in the stars, so that's all right. What
Bro,
a
imagine
amazing year. And
a
I don't
very
as a
amazing year.
Bears fan, I don't think that it could get better than this year. Like, obviously, we can go on and win the Super Bowl, but, like, this year was so special in that, like, it was so entertaining and so many memories, so many,
I
if
know.
we go out and blow half the teams out next year and, half of them are good games, doesn't matter. This year was special because it was just, like, so many, like,
Never forget the
unbelievable
cardiac bears. Bro, even the Bengals game,
unbelievable moments.
that
Bengals,
Bengals game.
even the 49ers game when we lost. Like, they
Yeah,
don't even bring up the games that they lost,
yeah, that's
that
true.
were really close.
That first Packers game,
All 3 Packers games.
some special
Uh,
ass moments,
the
bro.
Lions game was a really good game. Like, the Lions game, the last game, second to last game of the season, versus the Lions was a great game, even though we weren't playing for anything. It's like, things like that, will make you, like, look back on this team and think like, "Damn, that was a fun
I
year to
know.
be a Bears fan."
I thought 2018 was a fun year, and it was like, all right, this was a year like that. We will have to wait a minute to feel again. But now this year clears that, and Caleb Williams looked like the guy. So, one question I would ask you though, with the say 7 game winning drives, having a magical season, the Commanders did that too the year prior, and this year signed a bunch of veterans. Things didn't pan out. What are your thoughts on people saying we're just going to be the Commanders? And this year is not sustainable. We're gonna come up short next year and just fall off.
Well, let's look at the Commanders this year. I think the Commanders this year, if they were, like, firing on all cylinders like they were the previous year, they would be good. But you have a
Yeah,
quarterback
a lot of injuries.
who was maybe a one-hit wonder. I mean, he came into the league and took it by storm. So did CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud had one of the best rookie seasons in maybe the history of rookie seasons ever. Like,
Magical season. Yeah,
that's not even, like, an understatement. Like, you can't overstate that. Like, he had one of the greatest rookie seasons ever, and now look at him. I mean, he looks awful. So, I think you're gonna weigh this team success with, like the outlook of the quarterback. I think that regardless, Caleb Williams does things that nobody else can do, and he is only getting better. and he's also much more durable than Jaden Daniels.
I think he hasn't missed a game.
Exactly. He's incredibly durable, and
Knock on wood.
yeah, and knock on wood. But yeah, that's the fun thing about the Bears. Like we can make all these comparisons, but they just go out and prove everybody wrong.
No, and that's a great thing too. Like, yeah, quarterback and coach do matter. We have like both of those guys seem like are the right pieces for the future. Could this be year one of just becoming inevitable? Like, this is an inevitable year. Every game, it was like, all right, the Bears are going to come back. No lead is safe. I mean, you look at Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, what they have become over the years. You think the Bears are on their way to that, becoming that inevitable?
Yeah, I think you just have to model like the success of those prior dynasties,
Hmm.
and from a GM perspective, you have to sort of mirror a lot of the moves that they made and do some of the things that and also not do some of the things that the fans want to do. So the fans want to go get Max Crosby, but everybody's okay with spending one first round pick and maybe DJ Moore. That is not what winning programs do. It's just
No.
not. And I think that the Kansas City Chiefs, the New England Patriots have been proof of that over the last 20 years, in that they don't overextend themselves for, that shiny toy that will appease the fan base. Um, Kansas City Chiefs go out and get Juju Smith-Schuster on a one-year deal and they win a Super Bowl. Like, not a
He's
sexy
their best
pickup.
receiver too.
Exactly. Not a great, and they go get Leo Chanel and turn him into one of the best linebackers in the league, and Nick Bolton they draft, and like they might try to go all in on a corner maybe. Um, but it's about being strategic, and it's about like not like handcuffing your future just for like the present.
Mhm. And you
So
just looking at everything in how does this affect the present and the future? That's definitely how Poles has to. And I think he's done a good job of doing that for some regards. So definitely a good season for Poles with making moves and additions and all that. But with what I said, Mahomes, Andy Reid, the future, and all that. You think the Bears are now in their Super Bowl window? And do you think they can get one in the next 2 to 3 years before Caleb's rookie contract's up?
yeah, I think you can call it a Super Bowl window, but as long as you have a guy like Caleb, like he is your window, like he is the window. Like
Yeah.
we'll have to play the salary cap game um when he inevitably gets paid. But I think those are moves that's why we pay a GM to make those moves, to be able
Mhm.
to allocate the money that is needed in a responsible way. Um, but as long as we have like Caleb and we can get back to Bears defense, like a Bears defense, like we'll be fine. Like when we really need to model our strategies towards like when the Packers had Favre and when the Packers had Rodgers. They're
At
not
peak,
going
yeah.
out. Yeah, they're not going out and spending a first round pick on a wide receiver. We're not doing that anymore. Like we got our guys. Now we need to just focus on making our defense the best defense in the league.
And yeah, that comes with like let's make Dennis Allen, let's give him all the stuff he needs to be successful. I mean, this season I feel like he squeezed the talent out of this defense, making guys fit the scheme, trying his best with that. But I think next season, in the draft and free agency, Dennis Allen, who do you want? Let's get him in the building and let's let you cook. Because Dennis Allen, he did some really good shit this year, even without like all the
Absolutely.
injuries. There was not a lot of like we were dealt a bad hand this season. Kyler Gordon, when he finally got it healthy in the Rams game, you felt the difference. Matthew Stafford really couldn't do shit. Matthew Stafford was struggling against us because it was a guy like Kyler Gordon in the nickel that was doing this damn good job. So um
Yeah.
Get the defense up to par, and I think we'll be fine. Like you said, we got the guy at quarterback. We don't need all these damn flashy weapons. That guy's gonna make everybody look good with him. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
He
So,
will.
and I think we already have the core pieces in place. I mean, you got a top 5 potential tight end. You have a Luther Burden receiver that could be dominant. Roma Dunze, if he gets his shit together with the drops and shit, like, we'll be good. We'll be set. And, the running backs are good too, so I think we'll be fine with that. Um, let's get to your position. Review of the linebackers. Let me just get your thoughts on how you feel about this linebacker group, and what are some moves they need to make this group up to par.
Yeah, I think it's time to get rid of, Edmonds. Um,
We would save 15 mil if we cut his ass next season. This off season.
50?
He's 15.
15, okay.
He's
Um,
making 18 mil a year, bro.
yeah. Yeah, it's not good enough. I think we cut him. I think we maybe go get Jacob Rodriguez.
He's
Um,
nice.
if he falls, hopefully he falls, but um, he
Third
might be
round,
too.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna fall that far. I'd be interested to get him in the late first round. Um, because we're not gonna get a guy like Ruben Bain or any kind of
Maybe Messador, the other pass
maybe
rusher from
Messador.
Miami. He's
Yeah.
nice, bro.
Yeah, if we can get both of them, that'd be great. But can't be greedy. But yeah, as at linebacker, I mean, and you're gonna also reevaluate TJ Edwards because he was getting too hurt this year. Great linebacker. I think he's one of the better players
He's
on
in
our
his
team.
30s too, bro.
Yeah, I think it's time to move on from him at linebacker. But certainly Trey Edmonds, and then yeah, you start from scratch at that position. Um,
We need to get faster, bro. Yeah. So Tremaine Edmonds, I think he's done some great things with like getting interceptions and stuff, but
yeah.
in terms of stopping the run, he's not that guy. He's good in pass coverage,
No.
but he's not that guy stopping the run. So I think, yeah, moving on from TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds makes the most sense. Jacob Rodriguez would be nice. I know you're a fan of DeMarco Jackson. He's a free agent. And let me pull up his numbers for this year. Let's see what it was. So 43 total tackles, 3 pass deflections, 2 TFLs, 1 quarterback hit slash interception, and 4 fumble recovery this season. He looked like our best linebacker at times, and this is a special teams dude from the Saints.
Yeah. Yeah, he played well. But I do think we can do better. He left
Yeah,
some plays on the field against the Rams that I wasn't super happy about. And at the biggest moment, if you don't show up and you don't like consistently make those kind of plays, then I don't know if we can trust you. And he needed that. I mean, he really
yeah.
needed to have his moment, and we gave him every opportunity um, to go out there and effectively win us the game and be able to stop some of those run plays with Kyron. But
But yeah, Kyron kept breaking
I'm
our back.
watching the missed tackles, I'm watching the gap discipline, um, and like yeah, didn't really work out as well.
I do think at the very least he could be like a guy on the roster, a reserve linebacker, rotation
Oh yeah,
guy.
100%.
I like what he provided us in spurts, so I'd bring him back. Noah Sewell, Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, bye. Sayonara, those 3.
Yeah, it's just yeah, the linebackers ultimately have to be the cornerstones of your defense. And it starts with stopping the run, but at the same time, you have to be able to like, yeah, you're the quarterback of the defense. Like you have to, it's your ship, and it wasn't going well.
Nah, it was sad, bro. Our linebackers really fumbled the bag for our defense, but I definitely think Dennis Allen's gonna want this unit to be faster. We're gonna want to bring in faster linebackers. Jacob Rodriguez makes sense. One guy I want, he does get hurt a lot though, younger. But from the Eagles, Nakobe Dean, if they don't sign him, I would love Nakobe Dean. Smaller linebacker, but he's fast. He's a leader, dude. When he's out there, he makes a huge impact for the Eagles
Yeah.
defense. So I think that'd be a good pickup. Him, Jacob Rodriguez, DeMarco Jackson, and probably draft another linebacker down the road somewhere. Any dudes from Minnesota? Any linebackers from there or nah?
No, no, not currently. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's some guys out there, man. There's some good players that are available. Yeah, I don't love getting free agency linebackers, and sometimes it works out. Cashman's playing well up in Minnesota,
Yeah,
um,
he's balling, bro.
and then but like free agency linebackers don't always, yeah, they're not always great. Roquan hasn't really been up to snuff out there in Baltimore. Um, oh, Patrick Queen has been playing pretty well though. But yeah, I think you grow and develop those guys, and that's how you mold an entire defense. That's how we got 2018 defense. We had Roquan, Danny Trevathan, players
Yeah,
that.
guys that were built up. Yeah, Akeem Hicks, Khalil Mack, all those guys. Um,
Yep.
another motherfucker. Would you bring back Khalil Mack?
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't see the point in that. You're just gonna expect like a level of production that you're not gonna get, and there's no reason for
Five
you
and a
to.
half sacks this year. Yeah,
Yeah, there's no reason for you to spend money on him, any money on him. Like you're gonna get him cheaper, but like you know,
a wasted body. I feel you. But my hot take would be, I think the Bears splash in free agency on defense, and they get Trey Hendrickson. I think Trey Hendrickson's the guy we go after. He makes sense with the scheme with Dennis Allen. I think if we're not gonna trade for Crosby, we're not gonna trade for Garrett. We're gonna sign Hendrickson to a decent deal.
okay, I wouldn't be
Makes too
mad
much
at.
sense. I think he could hoop, bro. He's 31, but not too far removed from the year where he led the NFL in sacks with 17 and a half. This guy's a baller. And with Booker, Sweat, Hendrickson, I think that's exactly what the Bears need to elevate their defense. Don't matter I think the linebackers, we could be fine with some fast guys like Rodriguez, Marco Jackson back out there. If we get that pass rush right, watch out, bro. That's how we win the chip.
100%.
But I would want him to get an extension done with, Keenan Allen. I would want him to stay with the Chicago Bears for maybe 2 or 3 more years because he's coming off his best season last year with the Chargers.